In this video, I'm going to give you some tips and advice on how to drive safely on a motorway. Firstly, let's start off with some general information about motorway driving. So the speed limit is normally 120 kilometers per hour. Now that's 70 miles per hour. And certain categories of vehicles are not allowed on a motorway. For example, no learner drivers for the type of vehicle that you're driving, no vehicles under 50cc. Slow vehicles are not permitted. That's vehicles that are not able to get to at least 50 kilometers per hour. No invalid carriages, that would be the likes of a motorised wheelchair. No cyclists, people or animals are permitted on a motorway. You are not permitted to reverse on a motorway, and you're not allowed to stop or park on a motorway either, unless instructed to do so by a guard or the police, for example in the case of an emergency like a breakdown or something like that. The motorway signs are normally coloured blue. So let's have a look in more detail now at some motorway signs. So here's the main motorway signs here. Let's start at the top here first. This means that the motorway has ended. This means here that the motorway will end in 500 meters, and here the motorway will end in a kilometer up ahead. These are countdown markers to the next exit of the motorway. And you can only turn left off a motorway as well, by the way, so the exit will always be to the left, as you can see here by this sign. So anyway, this means here that there is 300 meters until the next exit, 200 and 100 meters until the next exit of the motorway. And this bottom one here is just a general directional sign. It just says here that the exit here is for Naas, and it's always a good idea as well just to keep an eye on the exit number as well. You can see here, if you can just see it, number 3 there, just in case you need to take an exit with a certain number. So they're the main motorway signs that you will see. As I mentioned, they're coloured in blue. As you prepare to join the motorway, make sure to give way to traffic already on the motorway, and use the slip lane for as long as possible, because this allows traffic behind you to see you for longer, and it also allows you to adjust your speed upwards before you join the left lane of the motorway. Let's have a look at a clip now from when I was out driving last week, and you will see me here joining a motorway. So I'm about to enter a 2-lane motorway here now. I'm just exiting a roundabout, and you can see the blue signs there and the speed limit of 120 kilometers per hour. So this is the M11 motorway, and I'm proceeding up along now on a slip road to eventually join the 2-lane motorway very soon. I'm very conscious of the 2 cars behind me as well, so I'm just on the slip road now. I'm about to enter the motorway. I'm constantly watching the mirrors now, watching for a break in traffic. I want to use the slip lane as much as I can so I don't swerve out at the last minute. It's about gradually moving out. So I'm just moving out there now gently, and all is good, and the other cars have moved over as well to let me merge. So I'm on the motorway now, driving in the centre of my lane, watching the mirrors for any vehicles behind me, keeping an eye on the signs as well. All motorway signs are blue, as you can see. The speed limit is normally 120 kilometers per hour, but that doesn't mean I have to get to 120, it just means that it's the upper limit. So you'll notice there that there is a solid yellow line on the left, so that's the hard shoulder. It must not be used unless instructed to do so by a Garda, or if in an emergency like a breakdown or something like that. But other than that, other than exceptional circumstances, I must not stop, park or drive on the hard shoulder. So at the moment there's just one vehicle in front of me, nothing really behind me. I'm on a slight left bend here, which allows me to see a little bit further ahead, and driving in the centre of my lane here, and in and around 100 kilometers an hour at this moment in time. So that was me joining the motorway on that occasion. As you would have seen, it was fairly quiet on that stretch of the motorway, but as I drove further on, things got busier. So in these next clips you will see me reacting to other vehicles, as well as changing lanes and overtaking. So let's have a look at more detailed motorway driving now. and I'm on the motorway here still, so I'm conscious of this car in front of me, so I want to give him at least 2 seconds. So when he passes that gantry there, 1, 2, and I'm about 3 seconds behind him. It's very important I don't get too close to the vehicles in front of me. I must apply the 2-second rule when following traffic. Now I may have an opportunity to overtake him in front of me now coming up soon, but there is cars behind me coming up with a little bit of speed, so I'm just going to stay in my left lane and let the cars behind overtake first. There's just one car at the moment there now, it's kind of a silver grey car coming, and he'll just pass me by there now, so I might have a chance now. So I just check the mirrors, signal, double check the mirrors again, do a quick shoulder check and move out gradually. Now I'll switch off the indicator now that I'm out, and now I'm in the right hand lane, or lane number 2 as it's called. So I'm going to come back in now, so I'll just check the mirrors, indicate, double check the mirrors, quick shoulder check, and then in I come nice and gently. There's possibly cars merging on my side here. There's no cars at the moment, but there could be, but I'll be watching out for cars merging here. There's a sign there. I'll be taking the N50 route. My route is the N50. That's the circular ring road around Dublin. So I'm in the correct lane now for the M50, consciously watching for any signs, markings, and being aware of traffic behind me as well. So for example, there'll be a black Volvo probably overtaking me now soon, just double checking I'm in the correct lane, which I am. So I'm very conscious that black Volvo there just overtaking me there now, so he's fine. And I'm aware of the situation in front of me, in my mirrors, and in my side mirrors as well. So it's all about having a 360 degree safety bubble when you're driving on a motorway, watching in front, behind you, and the sides as well. Okay, so I have a bit of a works vehicle up here in front here now, so I may have a chance to overtake him, but I'm being very aware of my mirrors first. So it looks like I have a safe gap, so mirrors, signal, mirrors again, quick little glance at the shoulder there just to check my blind spot. I'm out now in the right lane, or lane number 2 as it's called, and I'm just watching him as I pass him by here now, and making sure I see him in my mirror before I come back in. And then mirrors, signal, mirrors again, quick shoulder check, and in I come then, in plenty of time for this blue Volvo to overtake me here on the right. So I'm just watching him as he's overtaking me here now. At the moment there's still 2 lanes. I'm conscious of the signs as well here, exit signs as well, and I'm just going to slow down a little bit there. The guy just came a little close to me, so if I slow down a little bit there, that'll allow him more time to get ahead of me. So bit of a left bend up ahead there, which kind of allows me to see a little bit further sometimes through the hard shoulder, and it's another car overtaking me there now as well, and I'm always concentrating on what's in my mirrors. See, there's a car and a motorbike as well here coming up, also overtaking me here now. He's not hanging around either, as you'll see. Okay, there we go, and another car as well here. Now there is some merging traffic on the left here, so what I could do is I could just check the mirrors, indicate, glance, mirrors, and just allow that traffic to merge into the left lane there. So it's always good to move over if it's viable and if it's safe, just to allow traffic to merge from the slip road onto the main lane of the motorway. Now I want to try and get back now, so I'm just going to double check my mirrors, indicate, we'll go back to the left lane, just double checking there to be sure, glance, and just checking again, and I'm now safely in the left lane. So if anybody wants to overtake me now, they can. I don't think there's no one overtaking me at the moment, but there is a car in about 10 or 20 seconds. I'm just going to slow down a little bit there now. I want to maintain the 2-second gap with this guy in front here. He's slowed down a little bit there, so he's passing that gantry there now. So 1, 2, and he's slowing down because he's taking a left turn. So I just slowed down myself just to keep a safe distance between myself and the car in front of me in that situation. So still driving here on the M50, as you'll see there, the speed limit is down to 100 kilometers an hour. Normally the legal limit is 120, but it does depend on signage on the motorway. It's not always 120. So I'm conscious of that there now. I'm just short of 100 kilometers per hour on the speedometer. I'm driving in the left lane, because you should drive in the left lane on a motorway unless you're moving over to allow traffic to merge, or unless you're overtaking. I'm doing neither at the moment, so I'm in my left lane. I'm constantly checking the mirrors, watching out for any cars or motorbikes coming up behind me. Still 100 kilometers an hour there, and I'm keeping well behind from the white and the black car in front of me at least 2 seconds. I noticed the white car moving out up there. That means I could have to move out too if there's a slow moving vehicle. Staying in the centre of my lane, making a note of any signs and any markings and anything like that there. And there's cars behind me, but they're kind of about 120 metres behind me at the moment, so there's no immediate chance of them overtaking me. So remaining in the left lane, and conscious that there could be an exit coming up where I could have to move across, or at least be aware of the possibility of merging traffic. Still 100 kilometres as you can see there. I'm gradually getting closer to that car now in my left lane up here. There's cars overtaking me there now, you'll see them, so I'm just watching them. And we have some more signs up here, so I'm going to make sure I'm in the correct lane for my route here, which I'm happy enough I am now. Okay then, so still 100 kilometres, and I'm still staying in the centre of my lane. Cars overtaking me as I'm seeing there now. I see a car just there now, and I might be in a position to overtake soon. I'll see. There's no immediate rush. I'm making good progress as it is anyway, just slightly below 100 kilometres. We have countdown markers there, 300 metres, 200 metres, and then the last one here, 100 metres to the next exit off the motorway. But I'm not taking any exit at any time soon, so I don't have to worry too much about that. Still cars overtaking me there on the right. You'll see a black car coming up there now, and another one just beside him. And I'm still conscious of the limit here, which is 100 kilometres. But I'm making plenty of progress here in the left lane, so there's no need for me to go over into the right lane, because I'm not in a position that I need to allow traffic to merge, and I'm not in any major rush to overtake. So I can see ahead now there's a white van coming up there, and there could be more traffic there. I can see in the corner of my peripheral vision I see a car that's going to slow, a red car. I'm going to slow down now and just give him a chance to come out there as he's done, and that's fine. There's another car on my right here now, so what I might do is I might merge over to the right lane now, just double check the blind spot, over I come, and that will allow him then just to come into the lane number 1, the left lane, if he so desires. So I'm now in the middle lane here now, still 100 kilometres limit. I'm still going just on that 100 kilometres there now. So as it's turned out, nobody's really come across there, so I think I'll just go back to the left lane now. So mirrors, indicate, double check the mirrors, good quick shoulder check, and gradually go across there. I had just moved over just in case someone wanted to merge. I thought the car was going to merge, but he didn't. So back I come now to the left lane, in plenty of time for this small truck van here to overtake me in lane number 2, which is the middle lane. So you'll see him overtaking me there now. And I'll see a sign there on the left as well for more merging traffic. There could be 2 lanes of merging traffic here now. I'm just getting a little closer, so I was going to keep that 2-second rule there with him. So when he passes a fixed point, I must pass that same fixed point at least 2 seconds later. So I'm staying in the left lane. There is merging lanes on my left here, but they're split by the hatch markings, so I must not enter the white horizontal lines marked out by the hatch markings. They're there to separate traffic and to help traffic merge from the left. So I'm just conscious of my mirrors here now. There's nobody really looking to merge from the left here, so I'm staying in my left lane here that I'm currently in. Red and silver car about to overtake me there now, and I'm just slowing up a bit there because I don't have a chance to overtake, and I don't want to get too close to this vehicle in front. I must maintain the 2-second rule here. So I might have a chance to overtake now, I'll see. There's a silver car coming out there now. But there's not really a gap, so I'm just going to stay in my left lane there because there's a bit of a line of traffic there. And keep an eye on the sign as well, so I know my exit number. Now I might have a chance. I'm going to indicate nice and early. Mirrors indicate nice and early so people know my intentions. Just a quick glance at the mirrors and shoulder, and over I come there now. It's all safe. And now I'm in the middle lane here now, because I'm overtaking slower vehicles in the left lane. So I'm conscious of the mirrors there, taxi coming on my right hand side, and there's cars on either side of me. So I'm in lane number 2, which is the middle lane. Lane number 3 on my right would be the outside lane, and then lane number 1 would be the left lane. So I'm constantly checking my mirrors here now, making sure there's nobody close behind me or anything like that, and aware of what's in front as well. So staying in my middle lane there now. I'm just under 100 kilometers. And I'm staying in the middle lane because I feel like I'm overtaking cars, and I see the white van moving out there, and I'll be continuing on the middle lane for now anyway. I see some warning signs there about the Dublin Port Tunnel, Now I may move back now in a sec, I'll see. So, okay, so mirrors, signal, back to the left lane, just double check the mirrors, glance, and in I come then gradually into the left lane there. Because I feel I've done enough overtaking now, there's no other cars in my left lane, lane number 1. So I'll come back to the left lane, because that's the normal lane we drive in. The other two on my right there are really just for overtaking or for letting cars merge from the left. So, as you will have seen, driving on a motorway requires concentration and planning ahead. It also requires regular and good mirror checks, as well as a quick blind spot as well. The blind spot now is more of a sideway shoulder glance. It's not a big dramatic shoulder check like this or like this on the other side. It's just a little sideway glance more so like this. So you'd be checking your mirrors like that and it's just a quick sideway glance using your eyes and a short glance, because you don't want to be taking your eyes off the road for very long, especially when you could be driving up to 100 or 120 kilometers per hour. So that brings us to the end of this video on motorway driving. I hope this helped you. I hope you will gain more confidence the next time you encounter a motorway. Up on screen now you will see some more videos that I've made over the last number of months. One is worth watching. It's kind of related to what we talked about today. It's on overtaking and changing lanes. So you'll see that on screen there now. Thank you very much for watching, and I will talk to you soon when I'll be making another driving lesson video.